Da. Yeah, you know what? I decided to skip with the thumbnail. Just get live today. How you doing? It's me, your party artist. It's Kim Overholt here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I'm here to help you have fun and learn a little bit of art, a little bit of being an artist in the Niagara area. Hi, I'm Kim Overholt, your party artist. Yes, I've been doing art and all kinds of different things for a matter of many, many years. And I hope you enjoy today because today is Magic Tuesday and I'm here to help you have fun with that. Yeah, I kind of threw myself in it. I usually take like a little picture, but you'll see on my screen, it'll be the Silver Screen Productions. Yeah, that's one of the murals that I did in a basement. Oh, well, it's not called a basement per se. It was called their theater. They had like an under under they had a theater in their basement basically. Okay, so yeah, it was like I got to paint a marquee of James Dean and Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley and Humphrey Bogart sitting in a cafe on a wet bar in this really elaborate basement that they had made into a movie studio in Niagara. So I like to call it the Red House, and I did a great job on it. It turned out so nicely, but unfortunately, the people they wanted me to do more work, but unfortunately, the woman who lived there got cancer and she passed away, and I think they moved after that. So unfortunately, like I mean, it was great to do a nice, great painting of James Dean and like say Marilyn Monroe, uh, Elvis, and Humphrey Bogart all sitting in a nice cafe, and it almost looked like you were looking over the reflection into their world. It's like you could almost because I took the carpet that was on the floor that I had where I was working and made it incorporated into the picture so it looked like you were actually looking through the reflection of the glass and into where you could see Marilyn Monroe and James Dean. Marilyn's on the phone and James Dean's pulling the cord. You know, if you've seen the picture, that's the reproduction I did of that, and it looked fantastic. It was so good. I even did the paintings of the paintings that were there. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. And those were some of the things that I used to do when I did murals. And that was like a bit of magic. It was kind of neat to make it seem as though they were like just like a breath away. You know, isn't that kind of wild and wonderful? I love that about art, that you can actually create something and they could almost be there. You could look behind me and see my unicorn. It almost looks like it could be something I could reach in and give it a pet or something. You know what I mean? Like I love I love Mary Poppins. It was one of my favorite movies. I don't know about you, but I was a big fan, especially Bert, who made the paintings that you could jump into. Now, I have kind of done that with myself. I take those paintings that I make. Sorry, I'm looking at my hair in the background. It's like, oh, stick it up. I take the paintings that I usually do, and I kind of make them so that it's almost like you can jump right into them too. So that's another thing that I enjoy doing. So I like this painting. Oh, no, this side, this painting behind me. As you can see, I did a magic marquee. It's Magic Tuesday, so there you go. There's one of the magic marquees that I did back in the past. I've got my magic crystal ball over here, and I got this, which this here. Sorry, this here. I'm pointing in the wrong direction. That right there, that topiary tree. I kind of made it look like it's supposed to be an indentation, so it looks like actually it's inside the wall, but it's outside the wall. I do stuff like that. I love the illusion. I love the illusion of that. Now that I did the marquee of the magician, I did from an original marquee, and I can reproduce those kind of things. Like I said, the reproduction of the Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, Elvis, and Humphrey Bogart in that uh, wet bar. Yeah, in the basement that they converted into this theater. The theater was fantastic. I was about to make like a candy stand to go with it. They had a life size mannequin of Humphrey Bogart standing there. So as I was doing the whole painting of it, I had him like watching in the background. It was like really weird, surreal. It was surreal doing it. Let me tell you. But anyways, neither here nor there. This is talking about Magic Tuesday. So welcome to Magic Tuesday. And let me give you a cheer because now I've talked too much. I talk way too much because I have so much to tell you. And so cheers, cheers, everybody. Here's to it and from it and to it again, because we never know when we'll be here to do it again. I used to know much more cheers than that, but cheers. Here, here. Let me see if I have some cheers in here. Nope, some blank pages. Shoot. Okay, well, part of Magic Tuesday is usually teaching you something about magic. Now, I used to be a magician's assistant. Yes, I did. They put me in boxes, made me disappear. I know the whole illusion. I know how it works. I did the zigzag. I got it. So I know how the whole illusion of magic works. And although I've seen so many great ones. I have seen Uri Geller. I have seen Chris Angel. I have seen David Copperfield, and I know magic. So I know and I've been to the Magic Castle in Hollywood, and like I've seen lots of stuff. It's really cool. The things that I've seen, you can't even imagine, but to being a magician's assistant, you kind of like it's a great trick, but now you know the trick, and it's like would have it been better not to know or to know the trick. And not only that, is I used to also help out with hypnosis too, so I learned a lot about how people are susceptible to suggestion and how easy people are swayed. And it kind of at first I thought, well, no, it can't be just there's this one. I'll give you case an example. There was this one guy that even though we weren't hypnotizing him, he was in the audience watching, and boom, he was under it in no time. Like he was an ample um, student, I guess you'd say. And the magician took full advantage of that and brought him up onto the stage and made him do all kinds of wild and woolly things, which I myself I couldn't wow, I couldn't believe this guy was doing this. But some people are just so susceptible, some people are just so influenced, and some people just it's in them that they just go like that. So yeah, this one person just went under like nothing, and it was amazing to see. And it's just magic is more than it's something that you bring it together. But sometimes I was wondering if maybe he was playing, you know what I mean, just playing because he wants to. That could be possible. I mean, I pretended one time that I was hypnotized. I wasn't really hypnotized, but I was like doing pretending I was. But I know I wasn't hypnotized. I was just having a good time with it and enjoying the whole experience of being hypnotized. Well, the whole experience of learning how to relax yourself. It's important to learn relaxation, that's for sure, because if you're not relaxed, you can easily panic and get yourself into a whole lot of trouble, big mess. Cheers. Anyways, so Magic Tuesday, here we are, and just giving you some examples. Now, I used to be also a clown. So after I was a magician's assistant, I did for a few years, like beforehand and afterwards. I was doing my own business, being a clown and face painting and stuff like that. And I really always had such a good time doing it. And especially because it was right that mix between what do I want to do? Because I could do acting and stuff like that, or I could do the art. And what's a good medium in between. Clown was just the natural progression for me, I guess. Now I'd like to lean more towards acting and art, like keeping them both kind of separate, but I love them both. What can I say? But doing the trick of being the clown, and there was a trick. Sorry, excuse me. There's a trick that I learned as a clown. Well, I've known ever since I was a kid, and every time I see a child or see a kid that is starting to get at that age where they like to laugh and stuff, I like to give them the trick. Have I shown you the trick? If you haven't seen the trick, I'm going to show you the trick. It's really easy, and you can do it too. And like I say, even like with anything, practice, you get better at it. You can learn all kinds of things. And now watch. This is my trick, okay? La, la, la. being a turning into a clown. Okay. So nothing here, and nothing here. You take your hands and you go like this, and you pretend like you're the champion of the world. Da, 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 da. And you ever laugh so hard that you yes. I do this. And some kids when they're really young, they look at their mom and dad and they go, what is she doing? And I'm like, You get good. You can go in your pool and you can scoop up a whole bunch of water and squirt people. If you are washing your hands and you're washing your hands like this and you go, you can make a whole bunch of bubbles and, and wash your hands really good. Cleanliness is next to godliness, so it's good to keep clean. You know what I'm saying, people? And this is also like it's fun. But when you get really good at being a clown, you do this one. I call this the dolphin call, and the kids go, "Oh, it sounds just like a dolphin." Right? Right? Ta-da! That's my trick. That's my magic clown trick that makes people laugh. You know what? All ages, um, all religions, like all race, creed, colors. I show them that trick, and they laugh. I laugh all the time, and I love making people laugh. It really, it eases tension and stuff like that. Makes you feel real good, and you can bring a part of your personality out because sometimes now they kind of like, okay, she's like kind of weird, and that's okay. I bring my weirdness out all the time. If you haven't noticed yet, hello. Yes, so good morning and hi. Yes, it's Magic Tuesday here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I am your hostess with all the hosts. Yes, my name's Kim Overholt, and yeah, that's David Bowie over there. If you didn't know, yeah, I did a painting. Well, it's actually in 4 sections. I could remove a part, but I don't want to. I'll just do it. But as you can see, it's broken into 4 sections. Well, I went to post it one time, and somebody said, that's copyright. You can't do that. You don't. I'm not selling it. I was just showing it off. So like, okay, I just show it off every once in a while. Oh yeah, and there's my dancing girls there. Oh, there's one dancing girl. Oh, there's my other dancing girl up there. Oh, over there. Oh, I was like picking his nose. See? Sorry. I'm a nerd, and that's what I am. And you can't stop me from being who I am. And that's the great thing about having my own channel. Here we go. Here we are. And it's Magic Tuesday. Now, if you haven't been here before for Magic Tuesday, I give you a card reading as well. Yes, I have my handy tarot cards, which I keep nicely contained in this nice little it's not what would you call this? It's like crinoline, this crinoline little bag here. And I keep them nice and perfectly kind of away, like it's like a little filter from the world, and I keep it just so that I keep it mine, and it's just mine. Well, I touch it and it's mine, right? So, and I show these all the time to show it's a dream come true to be here, and I give people a quick little card reading. Now, what usually happens if somebody's watching and they want me to, well, hold on. First, I do this. First, I shuffle my cards, and then I say, this is what the week has maybe in store for you, and then we'll find out how your week went on like Feedback Friday. You can tell me maybe in this if you want to how your week went, and had it anything to do with the cards? Did it give you any helpful suggestions? Usually, my cards try to give everybody helpful suggestions of how to progress during the course of the week, that kind of thing, keeping things in mind, the things maybe you haven't thought of before, and giving you a little bit of insight to like when you're heading in one direction, maybe there's something else that you might want to be doing. So this is why I love this is the other side of magic, where it's a little bit more intuition and kind of flies by the seat of its pants, because this is all random stuff and this is how it happens. Sometimes even when they do hypnosis, there's that odd guy out in the crowd that like it just happens. There, when you do magic, sometimes there's a magic trick that kind of goes way too well and something disappears. I've done that one time. I did the whole I'll show you before I do this. I'll show you. I did the whole oh, sorry. Let me try that again. And but the thing is, it was a loony at the time, and when I did this, I did the whole grab. If the the trick, yeah, to tell you about it. So when I went to do the grab, I don't know what happened. The loony went somewhere, and when I did that, it disappeared. It disappeared. And then I was like, and I was doing the trick in front of a magician too. And he's like, okay, so where's my loonie? I'm like, I don't know. So sometimes things like that happen. And I'm like, you know what? It could have happened that it fell out of my hand and rolled under my stool, which is like planted to the floor, which I'm sure people do all the time. They leave all kinds of loonies, dimes, and things underneath stools that kind of get swept under and aren't found until like years later, kind of thing. Anyways, I digress. Let me give you a reading. Now, what usually happens, like I say, I shuffle the cards, and then if anybody's watching and they want to say just Kim stop shuffling the cards and deal up the first card, that's what I'll do. Or I will just wait and keep on shuffling until something falls out of my deck, and then I will deal that card as a reading because it's random, right? You get random ideas all the time. And this is like just another one of those random things, right? Okay, so here we go. Now I have smaller cards, but I tell people that it's easy to shuffle these, and no, they're not really that easy, but I'm getting better at it. And I've had these for years and years and years. So I will shuffle the cards right now, and I will shuffle until somebody either says stop, or I will just shuffle until one falls out. Like, sometimes a few fall out. I will give a thorough reading if I have more than a few fall out. But I usually, and lately I've been asking AI to give me a tarot card reading, and I'm like, well, maybe I should ask if anybody wants me to do an AI tarot card reading. You see what kind of difference it makes from mine to that one, because that can make all the difference too, right? Oh, there it goes. There's the card for the day. Okay, hold on. And sometimes I'm shuffling forever. Oh, and this one's a nice one. The Nine of Pentacles. All right, so there we go. This is the card for the day. I believe Nine of Pentacles is abundance, but let me just check the book. I have my book to reference from, and let me see what is the basis of this. Something really nice. So something really down to earth and good. So here's something really good to talk about. So it's kind of like, let me see. What was that again? Okay. Okay. Let's hope everything goes well. Okay. Let me look at this one. So it's like I said, it's a down to earth kind of one. It's not something that's it's something that's kind of really, really nice. So just bear with me. I'm going to find it in here. It's probably, of course, it's the last one. Okay. Oh, and it's based on work, by the way. So there you go. So that might be a good thing. I think that's yeah, I was right. It's abundance. Abundance. No, not abundance. Abundance. So abundance. So work right now is abundant. So really, actually, yeah, for me right now it is. I'm getting more hours, which is great. So, but what it means for you, let me see. I have to take off my glasses. Oh, sorry, give me a moment. Oh boy. When I'm live, so many things can go wrong, and they do. Hold on. Oh gosh, dropping my book all over the place. Let me see. Where was I? Okay, let me get this for you. Okay, so it says at the moment you are on your way to being a self-reliant you're on your way to being self-reliant and immensely enjoying the feeling. There you go. I hope all things are going well for you, for sure. There's a strong sense of independence and freedom. An unexpected source may add to your income, but take care that you don't also gain weight as a result of feeling of accumulation and increase. So, yeah. So you might be wanting then that extra sandwich or something, but maybe just kind of hold back. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Well, and it gives you like a little bit of an enchantment or a little spell that you can do to invoke a little bit more abundance. So here it goes. 'Cause it says on a Thursday night, light a green candle and think about the planet Jupiter. Now that's my planet. That's for anybody who's a Sagittarian. That's my planet. Jupiter invokes luck, expansion, and the flow of money. There you go. Place a luxurious flower in a bowl filled with a coin nearby, or with coins nearby. Stare at the flickering flame. Breathe deeply and repeat to yourself, I am open and receptive to all the abundance in the universe. Well, you'll have to wait till Thursday for this, but this is what you say. I am open and receptive to all the abundance in the universe. How good is that? Wow. Feel the unlimited supply of all you will ever need that is flowing to you now and forever. That's awesome. What an awesome reading. Thank you very much, you guys. All right. So that's what we've got for today for you guys. So, and that works. So you're both blah 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 live blah blah blah. You're going to be good and very abundant and very great things coming for you at work. And yeah, if you want to have more money coming towards you, do that little spell. But like I say, I have to wait till Thursday, and yeah, give it a try, see what happens. You never know. Some of the things that I suggest to people end up working out for the better too. You just sometimes maybe I should do that. Maybe that'll help me, right? All right, cheers one more time, you guys. This is great. Now, I'll give these one more little da da da. There we go. And I'll set these away. Excellent. So that's a great reading for today. And kind of think about that. Like at your work, how things are going right now. Do you work? Do you work for yourself? Are you doing well? Do you find things very abundant for you right now? I'm doing pretty good myself. I can't complain. And I hope that you find time in your busy schedule to be able to find a little fun and a richness in your life kind of thing. Yeah. So, okay. So that's a nice little reading thing for us to do today. That's great. Awesome. Okay. Sorry. It's the bubbles. I love bubbles and bubbles loves me, right? Somebody taught me how to burp really nicely. So now I do the real deep guttural blah. I used to do the nice. I don't know, just let them rip now, whatever. Okay, so I give you a little bit of. I showed you a nice magic trick, well, clown magic, and that's my. I could go on forever with that. And then sometimes I come into work and I go to one of my friends. Hey, Sue, did you hear this one? And she's like, oh my gosh. She says, when nobody's around and I go down to one aisle, I kind of like do that, but I don't use my hands. I'm like, shh. Okay. Anyways, next thing I want to have for you guys to do, isn't it exciting today? The next thing I wanted to do, not only just a tarot card reading and talking about, magic and giving you a clown magic, but we're going to talk about what I got in my box here, okay? Now, are you surprised? Are you waiting to find out what I got in my box? Well, you want to find out what I got in my box? Let me see. Let me show you what I got in my box. And then you can guess what my box is, okay? I brought this with me very many places that I used to go. Well, let me show you what's in my box. Now, this is going back a few years. So, is that a hint? Yeah. Yeah, it's the same time when I was doing this one. Yes, I have. This is what I call. Let me see. I carry this with me, and it's freaking huge. Hold on a second. I'll try and show you if I can. It's my toolbox of many things when I was Kimmy the Clown. It's my toolbox of many things. Yes, this is when I do my face painting. I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to get back into face painting actually the other day, and unfortunately, like I set up the tent and everything, had all my artwork out, had my face paints all ready to go, and this big gray cloud rolled in. And it started to spit, and nobody was showing up. And there was supposed to be a car show, and because the people who own the cars already knew it was going to rain, they decided not to show. So I kind of like went from a good to a bad to like, okay, I'm just going to go home and call it a day. But you know what? I was ready for it. I was excited. I really wanted to do some face painting. I was going to paint my own face, and I figured I might have by the time that it was all over and done with, if it would have turned out to be a nice day. Unfortunately, the weathermen got it right this time. And it's funny because, like, usually they don't. So, what kind of a great job do you have when you can be wrong about something and still be able to keep your job? Kind of sounds like government, doesn't it? sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, anyways, so I got like some of these things, and they're cute. I want to maybe, I would have loved to have used them. Maybe I can just put them on myself one time. I'll decorate my face or something, and come in one day with just like little butterflies or something, because it's Pride. Although I think you should be able to wear it anytime you want to. Honestly, let me tear one off just to see, because it's been next to forever since and I was looking, like I said, I was looking so forward to it. Let me just get myself instead. How about that? Okay, which side should I put it on? This side or this side? They'll do this side. End of the day, I'll go to work and they'll be like, "What's going on, Kimmy?" I'll be like, I decided to let the fun take over for the day. There we go. All right. So I could do both of them, but I just do one because I'll save it for the next time when we do some real actual face painting. I love face painting, by the way. It was like I say, incorporated art, being a clown, working with kids, which kids can be great when they're young and they want to try everything, and you're like, this is cool to show you if you want to do your own face painting too, because it's always good. Like I say, I could put some water in there. Like this is from just like last week or whatever. I had a couple of things of water, just in case, because you got to keep hydrated always. So you have your like little Snazaroo paints, and have a little bit extra there. I have like all my sparkles, all those sparkles. Oh, and all my sponges all ready to use, never got used. So sad. I really, 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 really love to face paint. And I do it right now, but I got my glasses on, and then you'll be able to see the whole creation that I do. So yeah, just got this going on. That's probably plenty right there, right? Eh, one day, maybe if you guys are interested, I will do a face painting day. Let me know in the comments below if you think that would be something that'd be cool you want to see, because I know there's a lot of ladies out there already. That there's a Jody Steele who does those face painting ideas. She does some great ones too. Oh, and I used to do balloon twisting too. Yeah, right. And they just show up randomly. Balloons, that is. All right, so they got balloons, and you got face paints, and you have to have a nice mirror so that you can show the kids afterwards what they look like, because all the kids love to see afterwards. If you could see the inside of my box right now, which you can, and not really, but there I got little chickies, I got some ladybugs, I got some happy faces, and I've got some dragonflies, and I show people, I was like, this is stuff that I can draw on your face too. So if you want something like that, let me know. And I have a whole whack of these. Wackadoo, 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 wackadoo. As you can see, some of them have fallen off and slid off, and I still got lots of them that never got used up. I'm very good when it comes to using all this stuff. I try to use up as much as I can. So everyone's like, "Oh, you have to charge." Well, yeah, I charge, but I just love to see what it's gonna look like myself. So I'm kind of like, don't worry about it. I have fun, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. You gotta have fun. Okay, that's the right way. That's the way. One thing I don't have in here, which I didn't bring, but I forgot to mention. I've got this too. This was Kimmy's one favorite thing to have too. Be like, drive people out of their minds. No. Kimmy wouldn't dare do that. Why would I want to drive you out of your mind? You're out of your mind already. I'm kidding. Jeez, don't be so sensitive. I'm kidding. I know you're awesome. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate every one of you out there. And thank you very much for tuning in. And you know what? If you are interested in seeing what's going to be coming up in the upcoming weeks, just let me know. What do I have? Wednesday tomorrow. Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, of course, Wellness Wednesday, where we talk about feeling good. And you know what? I can't help but feel good all the time when I think back of some of the things that I did in my past and be like, you know, some people have regrets. I have no regrets about jumping off a cliff and into the no, into the Ottawa River, I should say, and did whitewater rafting and went rock climbing and went traveling and enjoyed this planet for what it is because it's freaking beautiful. And there's not too many people here. You need to just expand your horizons, and you see that this place is so small. It really is, and in comparison to the sun, the almighty sun, oh my gosh. Have you ever watched what the difference is between like how small the earth is compared to like the sun? The sun could like uh, kick us off in like no time, you know what I mean? And I've been hearing a concept too, which is really kind of cool, is that there actually used to be two suns, years and years and years and years in ancient times. There was two suns. One of them was called Saturn. Yeah, and Saturn eventually just ended up becoming one of the planets. Isn't that weird? And also that Venus was actually a comet until it kind of stopped and took its position. It's the only one that also rotates in the same direction as we do, which is kind of interesting as well. Oh, and did I tell you I'm good at prestidigitization too? Watch this. Too fast for words. Sorry. It's Magic Tuesday, and sometimes I think about Doug Henning as well. And yeah, and I think about the universe, and I go in all directions. It's really cool. No, I haven't been smoking anything. It's been hours. No, I'm kidding. At least. No. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you noticed. I cut my own hair lately and cleaned it up, make it really nice, and it's kind of actually looking really nice today. It's behaving itself too, except for at the top there. You know, I usually come on, and I'm always trying to fix it. Yes, I know. So yeah, I'll be calling myself Miss Fix It one day. I'll be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, you know what I was thinking of something really interesting because I'm an Overholt. And when you think about it, Anne Overholt, I used to have a sister named Anne, and her last name used to be Overholt. So she was Anne Overholt. But my stepmom married my dad, so and her name was Anne. So she became Anne Overholt. Now I'm Anne Overholt, and she's Anne Overholt. I know, weird. I know. It's Magic Tuesday. I can do what I want. I know, hilarious. You know what? I was watching an old video of myself from like 4 years ago, and boy, oh boy, I was at least 10 pounds lighter. That's for sure. You can see it, the difference in my face and stuff, and my muscles. Oh my gosh! See, I've been doing the carnivore diet lately, and I think I've been putting on more muscle lately. So that's what kind of like I'm like, how come I'm gaining weight? It's not that I'm gaining weight. The thing is that I've been um, my muscles are repairing themselves, and the exercise that I've done in the past that never really accumulated to anything, now it's actually starting to show. And it's great. It's great to be over 50 and feeling in great shape, not on any medications, and still have most of my teeth. Yes, these are mine. These are natural. I couldn't say the same for my grandmother, my mother, my dad. But yeah, I got lucky. Yeah, so I can smile and say, "Hey, these are my natural teeth." Scary, right? Ah, Kimmy, I know. Magic Tuesday, I talk about all kinds of things. I need a drink. Hold on. Um, yeah, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. You know, you gotta have a break in between somewhere for a little bit of rest here. Let's see if I have anything here. Oh, I have all kinds of like little things that I used to have all like oh no, this is something else. Okay. This is more of goal setting and determination, things that I've got for myself in the future. Yeah, for Overholt Art and Entertainment. Yeah, you know what? When COVID happened, it really kind of knocked me for a loop there. So now I'm like getting back on my feet again. I was really starting to thrive, but now I got these kind of things, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got all kinds of things starting to come back together again, and I got some painting to do, and everything's now. Whoa, gonna teeter and fall off, so I gotta make sure. Okay, no, everything's a nice and healthy balance. Yeah, okay. Okay, now, okay, so that's the top part of my box. Is all my figure paints, and I also have like all my different brushes. When you're doing face painting and you're freehanding, it's good to have all kinds of different brushes to choose from. So, brush time for we're going to go down a level. All right. So, paper towels are always handy, especially when you have to cry because you couldn't do a face paint. No, it's okay. But I keep other things like this because whenever you're doing face painting, you always need a little bit of stenciling. So some stencils that I can do like little fast butterflies, as you can see, and little kind of flowers and stuff. This is good for doing like little patterns, designs, and like then you can continue with like the brushes and make little circulars and whirlies and shapes. Ha ho shapes. Okay. Oh, and some of my little prizes that I have are in here too. A little. Remember how I told you I love the wind instruments too? And I got my little blow up things. I got there's my bag of. That's what's remaining of all my balloons. That's all I got left. I should maybe see if they still work. After a while, rubber does deteriorate, but I kept it in a nice, safe, quiet place. What's in here? I have like one of those bags. You ever see one of those? Remember those bags when you used to get them when you had to go to different parties and stuff? With magic balloon clown parties, right? What's this? Hey, let's blow up a balloon. Yeah, you remember those days of. Now I have a guy that lives across the street, and he hacks up all the time. I should go over there and give him one of these. Yikes! Did that hit the Richter scale for any of you? Too bad. Okay. That's the other thing I actually love with balloons too. So I could take something like that, make it into like an eyeball, and then make another one, have two eyeballs, and then you can put it like make your hand into like a little puppet of some sort. I'm trying. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that one out because I'll be using that one later. No, I can't use those things anymore. I don't need them. Okay, and so anyway, so yeah. Oh, I better put this back too. Anyways, these are mine, and this is mine too, and this is for you. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to put all my stuff back in the circle. So now you know what kind of things I do when I was doing my clown stuff. So that's just it was fun while it lasted. Now we have Clown World. We have Clown World, so I don't need to be a clown anymore. And some of the things I see today, it really like I'm like, what? Wow, really? And it's like, wow, that's a surprise. I would never have expected that. There's a lot of things in this world that are unexpected, and that's what the fun thing about magic is too. Is the love of the unexpected, I guess, and that's what probably thrills a lot of people as well. As well. Okay. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Gotta behave myself. Now, so let's see. That's about the course of it for today, I think. Let me see if I have anything else to show you. Now, I've been like yesterday, if you were here yesterday, it was Cartooning Monday, and we're starting Cartooning Boot Camp. So where I'm getting you to start with a character which I call Luna Sparkles. Now, if you remember, it's this little character. Well, I made one just kind of quickly too, and I'm gonna kind of ink it out eventually, but kind of looks like that. Give it an idea. You have to make up your own idea. And Luna Sparkles, she has a magic wand, which is her paintbrush, so she can magically paint anything. It's really, really cool. And yeah, so we're going to come up with some ideas for her and come up with storylines and stuff like that. Maybe make something magical because it is a magic paintbrush. Thinking Magic Tuesday, we've come up with all ideas and things like that. So we try and think of some new ones to think about for Luna Sparkles is her name. And Luna, of course, means moon. Moon sparkles, which is always kind of nice and fun. So, if you want to try your own cartoon character, or you want to try your own Luna Sparkles, make your own kind of character. And I'm just going to be progressing to next week, where I'm going to take it and we're going to flesh it out a little bit more and get into maybe a little bit more of storyboarding. And then maybe next one we'll try doing a little bit of animation, and then maybe making her own little animated short kind of thing. I have to progress because I've been trying for so long, and I wanted to be an animator. So maybe this is the best way to do it. It's just by showing you and doing it myself. So be my own independent Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. Yes, kind of like back in the days with Charlie Chaplin when he made uh, um, United Artists, and yeah, those were the good old days, right? With Charlie Chaplin, where he used to be able to do all kinds of um, Hollywood magic. And I love Hollywood and I love magic. And for those of you, like I say, I'm an enthusiast. And for those of you who didn't know, um Georges Méliès was one of the first first director who was also a magician. So I mean, there was a lot of interesting things that he started, like the first silent movies and stuff like that. And I have all kinds of trivia going through this little head of mine, and I love to expand upon it. And whatever you might find interesting, let me know in the comments below, because I like to pay attention to what you have to offer as well, to give me better suggestions of what to do to continue this. Now, I've been looking back, like I say, maybe 4 years, and I don't do a lot of live stuff, but when it started to, let's see, about 4 years ago, yeah, I started to do a lot more live stuff and editing. At first, I was trying to, but then I just thought, I'll just do it live, because live is like what you get when you come and see me if we were doing a party together. So you'd have to put up with me for at least 90 minutes. And right now it's only been 40. So you're okay. And, but I just wanted to bring Magic Tuesday to you again this Tuesday. See how different it was from maybe last Tuesday, and see how things are progressing for you. So how are things going? Are you doing okay? Yeah, okay. And in the meantime, I let me have another drink, and we'll just talk one more thing, and then I should go, because I've overlasted my stay again. I don't mean to, but I usually come here at 11, but I'm early, so I thought, I'd give you some magic and see what happens. I'm like, what do I have to talk about? And then I have all this stuff to tell you. And I was going to talk about a lot more of the unknown magic of, say, um, oh, the spiritual stuff, more of the um, apparitions and immortality. And yeah, immortality. Now, there's something that we should delve into one day for Magic Tuesday. We'll talk about immortality. I've done a lot of reading on that too, and I would love to let you know what I know, and maybe if you know something about immortality that I don't, you can let me know as well. So, anyhow, I guess maybe on that note, because I can't stay here forever. We all must part. And as I was telling Frank last night, I love Romeo and Juliet, one of my favorite plays, because parting is such sweet sorrow that I have to say goodbye to you, and I'm sure we will meet up again tomorrow. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mama used to say. And oh my gosh, yesterday I had this hat on and I was dressed up really nice for work. And I looked in the mirror and I went, oh my God. I thought I was looking at my mom. Oh, it just was like, ooh, wow. I'll tell you more about it if you want to know. And like I say, it was interesting. Nonetheless. But thank you for tuning in. And again, I just want to say peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say. And I have to mention this because, I talk about him all the time, me and Brad Pitt. And, lately Brad Pitt's been like, not having a good luck when it comes to the father thing, I guess. And I'm sorry. It's kind of like, I feel bad, but what are you going to do? Yeah. Everybody has their own lives they got to lead. And he's got his own kind of thing but he has to remember he's still a dad. He's still got kids that he really they need a dad. I didn't get to have mine. So anyone who's got one out there who's still alive and never get to see them, that's a problem. I love my dad. I wouldn't want to lose my name. I love my last name. If you lost your last name over something that your dad did, or maybe it's because, I have a nephew who doesn't go by his father's name either. So I mean, what are you supposed to say? It is what it is. You hope things get better. You hope that they keep in mind that the love still exists for them, even though they don't have the name. Okay, that's all you hope that they know that love still exists, regardless of like me being over here. But I am serious anyways. Love is the thing, and it's the magic, and it's the wonder, and it keeps me happy, and I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, oh brother. Now I'm really going this time. So and thanks to Brad Pitt for having a sense of humor as usual. Okay, thank you. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday.